Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Gaming on Board. I'm really excited about tonight's game. I saw this at it's one of the big shows, not Essen. I can't remember the name of it. Anyways, ever since I saw it, I've been waiting for it to come out in retail. This is an analog, board game version of the classic Atari game Centipede. And it comes with a, limited edition patch. I think they all come with a patch. That's just icing on the cake. So anyways, IDW put this out, and it was designed by John Gilmore. You might recognize that name from Dead of Winter. Anyways, let's go down the table, open up the box, and see what comes inside Centipede. All right, here it is. Centipede in all its classic Atari wonder. So here's the Centipede and the gnome with his little magic wand. And I did see that there was another Centipede board game made by Milton Bradley back in 1983, and it did not look so great. And it took on more of a sci-fi type artwork. There was like a gnome with a little ray gun, and it looked like they were in space. But this one's more fantasy, so it's pretty cool. See all the mushrooms there. 2 or 4 players. It's not 2-4. It's 1-on-1 or 2-on-2. It's really cool the way they designed it. And I did say it was by John Gilmore. I did not mean to leave out Nicole Klein and Anthony Amato. I just thought that you would recognize that name. And this is an IP brought to us by IDW. And there's what a 2-player game setup would look like. Gives you a little flavor and tells you what you'll be doing. All the contents of the box. Ages 12 and up, 30 to 45 minutes. There you go. And it does retail for $39.95. That's not what I paid for it, but that's the retail price. Okay. And by the way, they kept it old school all the way around. So cool. And it actually looks like an old Atari cartridge. Okay. Boom. There you go. Instruction book. Wandering into an enchanted forest, a lonely garden gnome finds itself surrounded by succulent mushrooms. And I'll let you read the rest if you buy the game. Game components. 2-player setup. Oh, and this is an asymmetrical game. So what one player does, the other player, their turns and abilities are nothing alike. 2 completely different roles, 2 completely different goals, completely different set of actions. Very cool. The Centipede basically has a deck of cards with 3 cards in their hand, and then their Centipede's movement is based on the number of sections in the Centipede. So the smaller it gets, the faster it moves. They followed the game perfectly. And then there are spiders and fleas that have different movements. So some of the cards let you summon a spider, summon a flea. 4-player variation, shooting the other gnome. There you go. So in a 4-player game, there will be 2 people on either side of the table. 1 person on each side will be controlling a Centipede, and the other person on each side will be controlling a gnome. And you're basically trying to kill the other guy's Centipede before it gets into your little area here. So there's the game board. Ooh, here's the patch. I wish I had some little Atari sound effects right here. But there you go. It's pretty cool. And then here we have some shrooms. Some little 8-bit shrooms. And these are all wooden pieces. Pretty lightweight, but I feel fine. And then you've got, this is so cool. If you've ever played the classic Atari game, this is going to be awesome. So there's a spider, Ugh, thing would drive me nuts. Here's the gnomes of each color. Here's the flea. So he just goes beyonk, 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 beyonk. So there you go. Spider, flea, and the two gnomes. And then the centipedes are pretty cool. Obviously I haven't done anything to these because you just watched me open the box. But so there's a blue centipede and a green centipede, so you can play the 4-player mode. And on one side of each of these pieces will be the head. So these will go on here so that if the gnome shoots them apart, like there's a 3-piece centipede right here and he shoots the middle, and this was the head, just pretend I had one of these stickers on here, and he shoots this one out. This one, you would flip it over and it would become a head too and start moving on its own. So I have to put these stickers on here, and there's not too many, so it's not that big a deal. It's okay. And then there's some custom dice, and these are for the gnome players. Whoever plays the gnome gets to roll these dice, and then these basically tell you what you can do. Like shoot, I don't know what that means, and then shoot. Move 3, shoot, and use a card. Move 3, shoot. Move 4, shoot twice. So you'll roll these, and then these will be your available actions. And as you use them, they go away, and your options become less and less. And then here's the cards. This will be the gnome deck. Not deck, but the gnome cards and the centipede deck. So this is your dice pool. And I'm not really sure how this works in a 4-player game, since there's 2 gnomes, but there's only 6 dice. So I don't know how that works. So anyways, that would be your available actions. And you go left to right, I think. So you'd move twice and shoot. And then you see you have less and less options. And then the centipede knows what you're about to do because your options are so small. And then once you only have 1 left, you re-roll. And then this will tell you the movement, like the speed for each of the things. See how when the length gets smaller, the speed gets faster. And the flea moves 2, the spider moves 9. So basically he moves as many squares as he wants in any direction, down, diagonal, left, or up, something like that. Can't really remember. Oh look, it's got a little cursor there, like DOS code. That's cool. Or Linux, whatever you choose. So these are the cards that go down here for the gnome players. This lets you re-roll a die. One lets you move, one lets you shoot one, and then this one lets you destroy a mushroom, I think. But anyway, you'll have them laid out as if it was the arcade console, kind of like that. And those are different abilities you can use. And then the centipede. Spawn of 1 length centipede. Berserker, I don't know, I'm not going to read all that. Spawn a flea in any empty space. After moving your creature, spawn a spider in any empty space on the left or right edge of the board, because the spiders always came in from the side of the board. Spawn some mushrooms, and then so each centipede will have their own deck, and they have 3 cards in their hand at a time. That's in a 4-player game. But that's it. That's everything that comes in the box of Centipede. Very cool. Super psyched. They've turned this game into a board game. Cannot wait to play it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any of your comments down below. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Also check out GamingOnBoard.com. We have all our videos there, as well as links to all of our social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and we do post daily. As always, thanks for watching, and play all the games.